We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Many years I had accumulated a shoulder injury due to lifting heavy weights back then. You know, this was in high school. And it's kind of interesting because recently this injury's been bothering me for many years. And recently, 2018, my brother, Dr. Boz Moreno, has suggested that I take some of his bee venom, a homeopathic solution he put together. And I was like, yeah, let me try it. Let me see what's up. At first, I was kind of skeptical to the situation, but then at the same time, with its track record, I was like, yeah, he be putting it down when it comes to homeopathic medicines and whatnot, you know, due to the history we have with each other and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, let me get some. So I end up ordering some, read the instructions, what I need to do, how much I need to illustrate within or add to my body or whatever the case may be. So over a 2-month period, I took it. I took injections from every Tuesday, so 4 times a week, 4 times a month. So I took it for 2 months, and after the second month, I noticed that my arm was not hurting anymore. The muscle had repaired itself, literally, you know, and I was like, whoa, let me start sharing this with people, you know, really start giving them an opportunity to check out what's actually involved with bee venom. So tune in. We definitely got some more exciting things. If you're interested in administrating some bee venom, check out our advertisement that we have that's supporting this podcast. I am that I am. Some call me Harut, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist, back at it here with you, here for you, here to enlighten, here to educate, here to acknowledge, gratify, uplift. Give yourself the breathing room to expand the mind, the body, the soul, the energy of who you truly be. Not allowing the fear to take over thee. You feel me? Episode 112. Yes, I'm live recording it as well as video action, interaction within action. Therefore, your vibration given back to me, vibration shooting out to you, making you feel some type of way. Some type of way. Some type of way. You feel me? Episode 112, we getting it in. Shout outs to thank yous to everybody who's up and tuned in to the You Are the Gym podcast show with your live host with the most. His name is Haru, the modern monk. Yes, we putting it down. We're here for you. We striving. No hoping, but pushing. Taking your mind, body, and soul to the next level. Get you thinking more, higher consciousness, subconsciousness. Being the person you truly want to be. With the manifestation within thee. You feel what I'm saying? Because we're all one. That's what we're talking about. Enemy, state of mind and body. Taking back your inner G from why all this negative fear got brothers and sisters masked up. We don't even know each other, right? We got these facades, living these facades, allowing these government officials to take over our whole lifestyles, controlling our lifestyle. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little Hawaii. I might even throw you over there in Vegas on the streets. How about you like that one? Would you like that one? Become homeless. Be homeless. Act homeless. Live homeless. Enemy of the state of mind. As a brother would say, you can always get in contact with a brother. You Are the Gym podcast show. We on Spotify. We on Google Podcasts. iTunes, and many more. All you got to do is punch in "You Are the Gym," and that brother just pop right up. Here to open the mind, body, and soul. Get you to start thinking for yourself. Stop allowing those around you to dictate your lifestyles, even from your hoarding techniques, strategies. This government, everything is psychology, right? We really don't hear as much of psychology that goes on within our streets, within our living situation, or our culture, or our society. Things are not norm. Let's back up a little bit. Things are not normal. But before I go into the episode, let me give a shout out to my brothers and sisters out there. My brother Boz, for the wellness and the happiness that brother can give to you when you restore your health. You ever heard of that? You feel a little happier when your health is on point, and you running around your job or your environment like Superman. They're like, what the hell is wrong with him? What is he drinking? This brother, Dr. Boz Moreno, with Method Moreno, man, you can get at this brother. He's got a few options. You can get at this brother via website. You can check out his websites, check out his information, check out his research, what he's been doing, and all his recent stuff. Man, the brother's amazing. The motivation that it gives to me, that it helps with me, then I can learn better what actually are, better healthy alternatives. Even like from the understanding of basmati rice. Basmati rice digests in your stomach a lot quicker and a better process prior to the other different types of rice, right? So it's kind of interesting when you start really learning that and then building it on your body and seeing how certain things affect your body, right? If it's enhancing or if it's taking. Even though it's all organized chaos. But see, we're dealing with an enemy of the state, right? The enemy of the state is in your body, invading you via every aspect of visual, mental, audio, everything that's going on around you is based on taking your energy, right? Taking your energy. We call it an enemy, kind of like we call it the ego, mind, body, and state. I usually call myself a historian, right? I've been talking to a few people recently, and I usually deliver my speech is more is that I'm a historian, and one of the things that I have been able or to predict certain things or trends that's been happening amongst us, what are creating environments that are not good for the people, period, hands down. It may at once upon a time, maybe in a certain amount or level, before it becomes the CDC or the FBI or the FDA or the the Gates and Melinda Bill and Gates Melinda Foundation. The Gates Foundation, when it becomes that large, then we have to start questioning things, right? But we should have been questioning the scenarios in the beginning before we're supporting these avenues of disasters. Oh, the house is crashing. Oh, Wall Street is crashing. The property values, the gas values, the food costs, the cost of living. Therefore, economically, socially, economically, we are seeing more homeless than ever in history of this nation. But nobody's saying nothing about that. They're tripping about this COVID shit. And the funny thing is, this COVID shit is very predictable. It's exactly what Jordan Maxwell, Bill, or Mr. Hall
Manly P. Hall. Or, yeah, Bill Cooper, William Cooper. All these people were talking about these certain situations. Something big is going to happen where it's going to be the fall of America. The fall of the dynasty. The fall of the great 400 years reign. If that. They couldn't survive beyond the Greeks or the Romans. The Romans. Even though they didn't even last that long. Dynasties or kingdoms, right? All the metaphorically words that we use today in our so-called lifestyles. Hence why men are not being taught to be men anymore. / women are not to be taught in a certain feminine type approach anymore. Right? Everything is changing. Men want to be women. Women want to be men. Period. Hands down. Let's keep it 100. Let's stop ignoring the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Stop ignoring the obvious. Enemy of the state of mind. Yeah, episode 112 right here. You are the gym. We up in here. So, my brother, you can always reach him at Boz Moreno at XYZ or .xyz, as well as bozmoreno.com. You can hit him by email, support at methodmoreno@gmail.com. And then you can always phone him or text him first prior to going into that engagement at 404-462-0571. Now, I know soldiers, I know warriors, I know skillful technicians want to keep up on your health. Keep that muscle fibers going. Keep it very active. So this week I'm fasting. So usually I'm fasting and I'm taking a week off just working out in general. The only thing I'm going to be doing is walking. Intensive walking, even though I walk enough. But intensive walking. Usually I'm doing 11 miles, something like that in a one-day spree, right? And I do this like twice a week, but I'm going to do this for this week. Not that many times, not 11 miles, but I will be taking some trips down to the little path I do, what creates the 11 miles. But definitely take a breather off my working out, of my training. Get away from it for a minute. Get a, you know what I'm saying? This is where the consistency and the beauty starts to minute or to come together. The ether of strength, mind, body, and soul. Certain things, certain patterns just start working in harmony, right? Like I said, this is episode 112. So you want to get your health up, come talk to your brother. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to your brother Haru, the modern monk. They call me the modern monk. You are the gym live at .com. Then you can go to youarethegym.com, as well as you can hit me up, youarethegym@gmail.com. That's youarethegym@gmail.com, as well as please text me prior to engaging on the phone with me at 206-659-6382. That's 206-659-6382. So I got those t-shirts for y'all. $27. Free shipping and handling anywhere on the plane. Like I said, anywhere on this plane that we call Earth, that we agree to call Earth. As what we know of as Earth, what they have been showing us as Earth. But see, key, showing us, creating an environment to keep you in this illusion, as we known as Star Wars, as we have known in the past as Doom or Doom. You define that. Because, see, you have the power. You can put your money anywhere else before going and giving it to this big-ass corporation, right? Or even the bank scenario. This is the coldest game. The coldest game is they making all these agendas to be under one roof, one family, right? Family could be all of them. The Bushes, the Gates, they're all in the party, right? They all been invited into the party. So they're going to get a piece of the pie. You feel what I'm saying? My point is this. We need to start going backwards. What I mean is by owning, self-supporting our little house businesses, our home businesses that we used to be involved in. What made this country great. You can say all day this, that, and the third about all the shit, the bad history this country has been going through. Yes, a given. But one of the things they did keep intact, at least some type of liberty, some type of onus, some type of ownership, some type of controlship within your own ideas, within your own character, within your own developments, right? Because it's a fabric of everything is involved within you. Everything is affecting you regardless how we look at it, right? I'm affected by a lot of different social media tools and inceptions that they're programming within us on a daily basis. At your job, think about this. You processed all these advertisements going on in your head. And we don't even take the time to do the meditation. We don't even take the time to just shut the fuck up. Shut up. Listen for a minute. You don't have to be on the phone with everybody doing this, doing that. Get off the grid for a minute. Calm down. It's just like the same thing of allowing our bodies to digest our food. We eat every 2 hours. Some cases is less than that. Then we wonder why all this obesity and shit going on around here. All these problems. That's just to set your environment, your sanitation, and education. All the points that we should be already considering. We know downtown, wherever you are in these states, they're all circuses. They're all hell. Literally. All drama. All chaotic. Right? And that chaoticness is destroying the essence of the human mind, body, and soul. Right? Y'all are not with me. Y'all not with me. The enemy state of mind and body. But see, we have to take the spiritual. See, the spiritual reflects the physical element, right? It reflects the physical elements because it's interpretations. It's interpreted within the interpretation of the turbine within the pineal gland or the learning or the psychic gland, right? Your comprehension, your energy that's actually affecting, right? That delta, that beta wave. And key, even the people you have bouncing off these frequencies of you, you definitely got to kind of keep a barrier up there. You see, even your Bibles tell you to keep some armor on some folks. Step on back, bro. Step on back. Get on back, bro. You feel me? Therefore, physically, you have to develop the keenness, the animalistic formulation of that motivation. Y'all not feeling me. Y'all not feeling me. Y'all know a brother can get on that mic real quick like. You feel me? We just addressing some issues. The enemy state of mind and body. They have captivated us so cold with the fear game. I mean, the fear is so beyond. And then you have like the extreme people where they're just out of it. They don't even see. They're just in the moment, right? They're just in the playing their part until I guess they hit that wall. Then they get it, maybe. Or they die off, right? Or they dead. They're no longer existing. They're not within the realm anymore. Just think about it. One of the guys I've been following too on YouTube, he just died the other day. 49 years old, young dude, John Meadow, I think the dude's name was. But I was following him on some videos. And that's pretty sad to hear that he's died. Rest in peace to the brother. But it's interesting how life in general, we don't know, right? We don't know that aspect of it. We tend to think we can, predict future and this and that, but some people may have that ability. I'm not knocking that, or can foresee, or whatever, however we're looking at. And to me, it actually makes a lot of sense with everybody's different experiences, because we have the ability to create whatever environment we want to create for ourselves, right? Therefore, we make these decisions, or we have these choices to make within our particular realm or existence. And that time is a limited time, I think. But I think we tend to, I kind of feel too like within reincarnation, we come back a spirit, the energy of this particular idea of who Haru is appearing right here, right now, with the unk on rocking. Taking the mindset. That's, the mind, the spirit, the energy. That energy, or that, if you can ball it up, that spirit of Haru, of the manifestation that you see and hear now, still can exist, or still will exist. Like you, I think we just go through these patterns, as they always say, the pattern. Let's go get the pattern. You feel me? With this pattern, then we own the pattern. We have, think about it, we are really geniuses when it comes to like certain things we have been, the ability we have been able to trigger. You feel me? As human beings, we have the ability to create any kind of imagination we want, how we interpret it, right? And that's the uniqueness. The thing is taking that ownership. Like I always talk about, taking that ownership. No, you're not going to get my energy, partner. You're not going to get my energy, job. Not this time. You're not beating me on this one. And it's my day off too? No, sir. No, ma'am. And the funny thing is, I'm starting to even feel that way about these big businesses. These big businesses feel more feminine than masculine these days. Even though the money is crazy what these corporations are getting now. I talked about this many times. These corporations are getting gouging, like crazy. The CEOs are like balling. You know what I'm saying? They're balling. They're like multi-millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And then always showing that they ain't living the lifestyle. It's kind of funny. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that. You got these CEOs that's balling like multi-millionaires. Literally. Multi-millionaires balling and be acting like they got these mediocre lifestyles, even though it's way more balling than that. Because one of the things I think we don't hear enough of is all the criminal activity that these former CEOs be doing in your community. Hence your governor, hence your senator, hence all your officials that you think, wow, they're doing this for the community and they're doing that for the community. Okay, what's really going? What's the really underlying element of it? And I'm not saying all politicians are gone or off the chain or literally lost their mind. Don't have a mind. I don't even think they really exist. I think we're looking at all these holograms. Literally. The hologram body, you ever watched that or read that? The hologram. They did Michael Jackson with it. They probably did Prince here shortly. But I seen that Michael Jackson one. You thought that was real. How the technology is messing with our head today. The dopamine high that we get just from the interaction of this little device we have in our hand now. Think about it. Everybody wanted the big ass TV. It wasn't like the small TV. The small TVs was like, oh, we're going to put this in the fort, in the tree house. Right? The little small TV. Now there's like big ass screen TVs. Then they shrunk it back down to you. They made the phone. Okay, this is the one we should be making right here. Because people use that thing. We can give them anything they want from that little cell phone there. Or hand device. Hand device. Episode 112. Enemy state of mind and body. You have just now entered the Twilight Zone. Welcome to North America, where we have our first vaccinated, animalistic, crazy ass, loony, one leg, what? Two leg, no, half a leg there. On duty. Enemy of state, mind, body. Now, I like to define definition for you. Let me go into these definitions. And we're going to use our handy dandy Google. Yes, that's the Google search engine that we know. From the world wide world. So let's start out with that word definition.
Definition.
A statement of the exact meaning of a word, especially in a dictionary. The degree of distinctionness in outline of an object, image, or sound, especially of an image in a photograph or on a screen. That's the side we're going to be touching on in this podcast show known as Enemy State of Mind, Body. Now, let's go over to that lovely term called enemy. We hear that sometimes. As a youngster, we hear it. It was kind of a socialized, conditioned word among us, right? Especially in our youth. Enemy. Enemy of state. So a person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. A hostile nation or its armed forces or citizens, especially in time of war. A thing that harms or weakens something else. An enemy. Enemy mind, enemy state, enemy understanding, right? The Art of War, Sun Tzu. Go read that. The Five Rings, that's another book that comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? Enemy. Forces, their own citizens. Hence the Civil War. Once upon a time in 1860, what? 1862? 1860 when it really started? To 63? 64, 65? Civil War. Amongst their own. Foreign and domestic. It's going to be right here chilling. There ain't going to be no foreign. You think they foreign. After we get done with you. Now let's jump over to that word state. State definition.
State.
The particular condition that someone or something is in at a specific time. See, I did that Bugs Bunny on y'all, right? That Bugs Bunny, the adjective is or of provided, No, wait, hold up. I skipped something. A nation of territory considered as an organized political community under one government. Okay, adjective. Of, provided by, or concerned with the civil government of a country. Used or done, or ceremonial occasions involving the ceremony associated with the head of state. The verb expresses something definitely or clearly in speech or writing, right? So we definitely a state. So state is interesting because it does have a couple levels to it. State of mind, right? State of mind. A state. State of mind. State of understanding, right? Considering yourself in a community that has all the same mind understanding. You all, Texans all believe in Texans, right? Hey, whatever. All Alaskans may believe in all Alaskans. Is a state of mind. Togetherness. Oh, we're Democrat. We're Democrat, and what's the other one? Republicans. It doesn't matter, right? These issues doesn't matter. I want to share something a little later on in this about the presidents. Literally, well, not the presidents, but the signers of this so-called Declaration of Independence and all these other documents that we so-called used to claim North America, but we starting to see New York. Oh yeah, starting to see all these different places doing some things. You're like, what the, and everybody's gonna follow along. Just follow the leader. So on that saying, following the leader, what's wrong with us? We'll protest a basketball game, a football game, some kind of stupid ass sport. And don't take me wrong, I come from the sporting world, but I'm thinking to myself, sport is just entertainment. That's not like a live all, be all. That's the thing. I think we got our priorities fucked up. We living through these athletes and all kinds of shit, and the athletes don't even last that long anymore. Let me just do it like that now. Heroes, right? If you want to put it in that perspective. But we gotta start getting, like, we gotta start questioning our own mind, body, and our agendas. We gotta bet ourselves. This is what we gotta start doing. We gotta start doing this every week. We gotta understand and have a clear goal, making clear goals and clear objectives for ourselves, right? So how will we go about that? Even like with the people you meet, engage with. We got to just get better quality people. Attract better quality people, better energy. Because, I know it's a lot of negative out here. It's more negative than any time in the universe. Let me say it like that. Because people got access to the information or to the network, right? The network is the social media, right? The interaction of what the people are doing, what they listening to. Boom, boom, boom. And I guarantee most people get touched by these medias. Even the homeless people get touched by it. Because they're hearing it through the people. They're feeling it through the people. Right? How people are responding. Think about this. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, we definitely got to start questioning everything around us. Because the shit is phony. It's fake. It's keeping you deaf, dumb, blind. And it's like we want to stay there. Man, why would you want to, because it's easy. Because I can get by. I don't need to think anymore. I don't need to think for myself. But I'll go get that vaccine shot. Come on, give me that vaccine shot. Give me the energy. Give me what you need. So I can get the benefit later on. So I can get that payout. Fuck all that payout. Fuck selling out. That's the point here. Stop selling out. Stop being a slave. Literally. I feel sorry for you. I'm okay. I'm cool. I won't even touch on that. I know you want to be in that situation. And then got the nerve to complain about it. Because Master didn't give you what he told you he was going to give you. Because the Master ain't bullshitting. The master have one plan. And the plan is to take it all. You feel me? It ain't even no negotiation anymore. That's the thing. Look at all the big people. Just look at all the big businesses. We can name the top 5 big ass businesses. Literally, that control like 80% of the market. Or more. You know, and they're all in the same game. We just acting so ignorant. You know, our energy or our money, we can be distributed through each other, helping each other out more. Okay, I'm growing potatoes over here. You might be growing some hemp over there. Let's do something. Let's negotiate. Let's hook up some things. Or I'm creating some kind of cotton or fabric, anything. How can we start bartering, going back to the bartering ways? You feel what I'm saying? You never heard back in the days the bartering, whoa, they went bankrupt and they couldn't do this and they couldn't. No. You never heard that unless they just had a famine somewhere where they just was in a bad area where they just got flooded or something happened like that. Constantly. But other than that, you didn't have no issues because the Wall Street didn't exist. That shit didn't exist. This is all the trappings. enemy state of mind. And you know what movie comes to my mind? Is Enemy of the State with Will Smith back in the day. That 9 to 5, I think that was in 9 to 5 when Will Smith was taking it to a whole nother level because he just had got done with that Independence Day, and that was a big one. That was a big one back in the day. He hit it hard on that one. Then he came out with that Enemy of the State, or it was vice versa, one of them. It was, but them two movies was the ones that put him on the map. Keep it 100 with y'all, hands down. Anybody else can vouch for me on that one? Because them two movies right there took his game. That's when he was like over the top. He was over the top. He was the Tom Cruise. He was the Tom Cruise then. During them years, he was the Tom Cruise in the 90s. He started making that Tom Cruise money. And you know, Tom Cruise was topping it out. He'd been topping it out for a few years. You know, as far as the most paid artist. Then your boy Brad Pitt started coming up in them late 90s, going into the 2000s. But you see what I'm saying? These trends, they're there. The information is there. All the connections are there. We're not connecting it. Your 9/11, you remember that? The Patriot Act. I'm not about this. I mean, even your boy came out with that movie, and it was actually a really good movie, Bowling for Columbine. That situation that happened in Colorado, you know, at Columbine High School, you know, with them, exposing that, talking about gun control. And you see how these certain patterns, I don't know if y'all feeling me. And that was 2002, I think, when he wrote that, or did that. Put that out there. Then that 9/11, Fahrenheit 9/11, he came out with that and was asking us a few questions about the Bushman. You know, even though we never question anything. We're a funny species, huh? We complain about shit, but we don't do shit about it. Unless it's actually in your house. Like the January 6th thing they was doing. Having all that fun over there at Washington. Up there having all that fun and not really paying no attention what was going on. Because it's been all coup d'etat. All this, the coronavirus, all this shit's been just we're going to get the people, and I'm going to love the people, because they ain't going to be able to identify nothing. We can be walking around them with our millions and millions of dollars, and they ain't going to be able to see us, because we going to be all masked up. Oh, sir, how are you doing? My name is Chucky. What's your name? And tomorrow you like this, you looking at each other. Right? Hello, my name is... Hey, I'm Chucky. having these different identities. Hence identity crisis. Hence ADHD. And all the rest of these ADDs and DBCs and MOCs. All these doctors keep coming out with, oh yeah, we're starting to see signs of this. Here's some symptoms of these particular issues coming out. We can kind of create a little, little something over there in the pharmaceuticals. We can make a few billion over the quarter now, and we be good. We be good. Like I said, enemy state of mind and body. You, right now, those of you who's viewing me right now live, this is the Modern Monk. You have the ability to opt in or opt out. You have that right, brothers and sisters, right? You don't have to take their vaccine shot. What we have to do is we're going to have to claim our states, our cities, our neighborhoods, our rooms. Claim control. We got to start picking up behind ourselves. Hence, yeah, I'm sure we're gaining millions and millions of people keep coming on this plane, as birth is just, it's the symbolism of the Matrix, right? When they were showing the birth of all them pods, when you see all them pods of them new Matrix inductees about to enter, right? This is the same. Everything exists because we allow it to exist. But that's your interpretation. It doesn't have to exist. It doesn't have to invade in your space. You trapped. This is the thing. We are trapped by those outside of the gates, of the mental gates, of the spiritual gates. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, creating the physical gates. Because they're like, oh, no, that brother, he on something else. His energy is on something else. He ain't talking about that bullshit over there. That fear. That control of taking you out of your whole being, literally. We're going to start off with the food. That's how this industry starts. We're going to start off with the food. Then we're going to just hit them up. We're going to start hitting them with the other elements of it. Giving them all this processed shit. Then we create all these different diseases. Then we got the medicines for them. So we get them in the supplementation, taking these pills daily like the vitamin. You don't need that bullshit. Literally, you don't need that bullshit. You just got to start bringing natural foods. And don't take me wrong, your jobs, brothers and sisters, your jobs, hands down, they ain't about supporting health. They want you all fucked up, zoned out, relying on them, even though they're giving you the minimum. Kind of like Mr. Walmart over there. They give you the minimum of the organic and tell you, yeah, this is organic. The Impossible Burger. We don't know what we eating, folks. That's why you have to start developing your own shit. You got to start growing your shit. We got to start going out and benefiting, taking it back to the old school. I'm telling you guys. Taking it back to the old school where you knew how to make a fire. You know what I'm saying? You knew how to make a shelter. This was all given to the people back in the day. That sounds so primitive. But now we got the technology to take it to a whole nother level. It's a home. It's literally a earthship. And now with technology, we're talking about traveling and all kinds of shit with your home. And nothing and the funny thing is, this is funny, human beings, why would we limit somebody when you think about it? Why would I limit them to certain certain agendas? Look, we buy shit that we really don't need, right? We buy shit we really don't need. I think we have become a culture of, like I said, we're eating and this is all through the media. The media has been doing a hell of a good job because they've been forcing you to go eat every 2 hours. Oh, we out. We ain't going home. We gonna go over to this fast food. You feel what I'm saying? Stop at this fast food place right here. Oh, I'm gonna go buy Chipotle. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy Chipotle because it's quick, it's convenient, right? But we don't know what we're eating, brothers and sisters. Hands down, we don't know what we're eating, and that's the results of what we're getting with this obesity. You know, these obesity problems and gut health. That's what they've been promoting 24/7 out there, gut health. Oh, now they got all these probiotic brands, just crazy shit out there now. But like I said, people, y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to wake up and go do some history checks. Go do some fact checking. Shit. There's so much information out here to connect shit. You be like, oh, okay, now I see how that was working. All these, they don't even push these little hustles up no more, like all these quick, these little quick, like Kickstarter and all that shit, like, see, them are like money grabbers. Keep it real with y'all. They seem like they want to help the community, but it's all a fabricated game. That's the thing, especially with the money game. They got to create new strategies so they can influence the people. That's why the media and the advertising agencies are making so much fucking money, because they have to create these avenues that's been keeping the people. Okay, we got to do another show. Think about this. These executives doing all these crazy ass Netflix shows and Amazon shows. And they keep trying to keep the people's attention. Literally, trying to keep the people's attention. You know, I'm included too. I watch this bullshit. You know, I see it at my job. I see it even with working with my clients. All these influences, you be wondering, wow, how masterful that is. That's powerful. Take your energy. It takes your energy. It literally takes your attention. But we can, like I said, we can protest all these fucking football games, NFL bullshit, Olympic bullshit. But then when it comes to your rights, you don't even want to stand up. You want to go ahead and give me the shot, brother. Get it. Right? Take the shot, cool. You're zombied out. Yes, master. What do you want me to do next? Flipping out doing TikTok bullshit. How is that crazy? TikTok. You up here, grown ass female, grown ass man, playing games with yourself. Oh, let me stick this out there and show people how serious I am. I'd rather see you doing something like this. At least you're getting a point across, even though that shit probably go viral anyway. How the insignificance it has on the ability to keep the people deaf, dumb, blind. You know, the impact it does with our society. Low self-esteem, low attention span, low characteristics all throughout your hormones. Everything is off. Literally, everything is off, you know. Your job got you drinking all this fucking soda pop and energy drinks. You already... Hey, wait for me. Well, no, here it is. Wait for me, I'm ready to play. My name is Carl. Look like a superhero. Don't I look like a superhero? I look like, what's his name from your boy on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder, right? His name was Shredder back in the day. Hey, they call me Mr. Shred anyway. They call me Mr. Shred. Yeah, they call me Mr. Shred. Yeah, and see, let me show y'all some of that. That's the left arm. You feel me? That's the left arm. You know how you get brothers, they be shredded and then only certain sides of their biceps and triceps is all shredded out. But I'll give you some of that left side on ya. Yeah, if you don't know, you are the Gym podcast show. Yeah. Gangs. Get them gangs. Y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready. But you know what they said? Foreign and domestic in your Declaration of Independence. They were talking about your Declaration of Independence. And they said foreign domestic, we might have to go off on some brothers, foreign or domestic. You feel me? And that's the key thing, what's going on right now. They're telling you, we want to lock down your state of mind, body, and soul. And we're going to control you because you're going to listen to every word we say. And you're going to go buy everything we ask you to buy. Because they're going to give you that money. Interesting. Lockdowns. They're going to give you that money. And then you just going to flip out and go right back over to Walgreens, Walmart, all these big Home Depots, Lowe's, and everybody under the froze. Literally, everybody under the envelope or the fro. Literally. And give that money all the way back. They be loving it. Oh, now we're in triple senior infinity debt. They're not even going to give us the number now. I'm guaranteed they're not even going to show you the number no more for the how much the country's in debt. And you know the funny thing is, who the debt is to? It's probably to China. The same people they've been talking about, oh, I love you. And it's probably to Russia. They probably got something to do with it too. I'm sure they own, a third of this country. Y'all claim that he bought Trump in and all this other stuff. Who knows? Who really cares? The key thing is, what are you doing about it? Where are you spending your dollar bills? Who are you supporting? You feel me? Is it your local restaurant? Or is it your Burger King? Oh, McDonald's. Ooh. I don't think I ever... Wait, let me back up. Because the pandemic, McDonald's wasn't as packed as it is now. But McDonald's stayed pretty packed. They seem like they're not going anywhere. Matter of fact, they're even with their particular menu change, I think it's been worse. People have been buying more. That's an interesting dynamic. McDonald's is a cold one. And they're good enough. McDonald's is so good enough. They buy their campaigns, right? Their campaigns are so clean now. Right? Are you with me? I'm telling you, they're so clean now. Even the commercials, even though I haven't seen a commercial in a long time, a McDonald's commercial, but I see them showing whatever they show in my algorithms when I'm going through my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And checking out certain things. But at the same time, the whole point is getting your state of mind back. Getting your peaceful state of mind back. Because all this fear bullshit is getting ridiculous. As long as they keep you guys in that fear mindset, they know they got you. They're going to keep releasing the dumb shit. Look, y'all, I know y'all heard that tale. They said, the more they say it, the more the truth it becomes to you, right? So they can keep telling us the virus is changing. It's changing. It is metamorphosizing into something we don't know. Of course we don't know, because you're giving it some foreign problems anyway. You putting shit up in there, and then you causing the issue, and then you testing the issue, and that tester ends up getting all to everybody else, huh? How ironic is that? And they got the tester locked up somewhere, but the tester end up getting out and affecting people. Oh, it was a monkey that had AIDS and all this. And we buy into that. You know, we bought into these little cliches and myth and mythologies. Because that's how we do it today. Nothing has changed. It's even worse now today. Because the babies are picking up iPads and iTunes and this and that. It's down. So they're learning faster than you, and you wondering, how the hell she did that? Check up, boom, boom, boom. And they know how the mind works. That's people, please. People. They're geniuses now. Literally. They have studied everything. 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 Everything is out there. That's why you know it's a bigger story to all this space race bullshit and all that. Because it's nothing. This is the thing. They're mixing. Well, we're playing a game called Mixer. That's what the game is called, Mixer. We're going to fuck you up. That's basically what's going on. We're going to fuck you up till you die. But see, now they got certain pills and stuff that keep you living because they're getting money from your life. They don't get money for your death. They get money for your life. That's why we keep having babies like an all rate. It's crazy because it's like unplanned relationships. Literally, it's unplanned. I'm looking on the roads of Hawaii, Honolulu, and you seeing young girls, 14, 15, on the streets, brothers and sisters, living hard. Living hard. And that's no bullshitting. Because I walk these streets, anybody can tell you, they be seeing me everywhere out here. Because I mean, it's been so therapeutic, let me say it like that. It's very therapeutic to just walk, fresh air, not dealing with all this mad shit unless you all masked up, looking like criminals, everybody looking like some kind of criminal running around. Well, all of a sudden we got amount of bank robberies happening around the neighborhood. We don't know who they are because everybody's masked up in here. Hold up. I see one black gentleman I can probably blame it on, and he don't even have a mask on. We got him! And that's what's happening too. They just taking our rights slowly but surely. Y'all remember the trick they used to say about that frog? Put the frog in the water, then turn the boiling up, or turn that heat up a little bit. He gonna love it. He gonna sit up in there. He gonna roast up in there. Be gay in it. But nah, try to boil that water, then throw the frog up in there. See what happens. You feel me? Your right's been taken. Bill Cooper, he was said it the best. William Cooper, he said it the best. And he was telling us. Jordan Maxwell, same brother. Still living. I think Jordan Maxwell's still living too. Somebody could probably vouch for that one. See, I mean, I know he's up there. I know he's got to be in 70, up in 8, almost 80 now. Literally. You know. Manly P. Hall was talking about the shit. Even your boy Napoleon Hill was talking about that stuff. Think about it. The only thing these brothers was doing, I think, different back then, or within our particular, and we still got, like Brother Santos, shout out to you, or, yeah, Brother Santos and Brother Sanchez, shout out to you, you know, some of the brothers that's been doing, educating brothers and sisters about opening their head, opening their mind, keeping things in a form where you can at least have some control, possession. I wrote a book, 2004. Go pick it up. Kindle, on my Kindle. Up on Amazon, Kindle. I got a Kindle version. How to Take Possession of Your Own Mind. It's my book I wrote, my first book I wrote back in the day. And matter of fact, I was writing a book before that. Two books before that. Where Are My Goals? That was one of the book. That was one of my first book ideas. And then The Black Man on Lockdown. That was my second book. And I still haven't completed that. But I've been working on that project. Trust me, we got some heavy hitters coming out here in the next year, the beginning of the year. We definitely gonna make some noise, because that's the whole point, making some noise, screaming loud as you can, because they're taking your life, your liberty, and your justice daily, and these motherfuckers are so smooth. They smooth. They have, look, they got all the media outlets, hands down. They got all the social media outlets, people. Come on, hear me out on this. We using Instagram and all of it's owned by the same motherfucker. He just ain't visioning. He ain't watching what I'm saying. Even though I'm getting profiled. I'm getting limited access. You know, people being able to get my videos and stuff like that. My information, you know. Because my point is educating, even though I'm educating, that's the point, educating myself verbally. What have I learned from my past? What have I learned from my present? What have I learned from my now? Engagement. Just letting people know what is up with you. How you doing, man? We human up in this motherfucker. We need that social energy. I've been noticing too, even at the job. Shout out to Home Depot. I noticed there's been more customers being more friendly. You know what I'm saying? You know, like hugging. Hey, bro, I haven't seen you in, 4 months. How you been doing? Is that you, Earl? That's what I witnessed today. I witnessed one of those, and I witnessed that the other day. It was so funny. Shout out to you, Hotep. But it's been interesting because I have been having customers lately. It's been weird, but I have customers lately. They've been some regulars been coming in, but they've been like, man, I'm looking for you because I know you know where the what I'm looking for is at, right? And this has been the last, I'm telling you guys, and it's not funny, and it's not a coincidence, but in the last 3 days has been this type of scenario. But the dude had hit it off today. He was like, and you stayed here. And you're still here. That was the funny thing. When he said that, I started laughing so hard. Because working in these environments too, brothers and sisters, bear with me. Working in these environments are so challenging for a brother. That's why I think I've been so, let me say, fast, sharp, and on top of my game, literally. That's the energy that I've been getting within this particular environment. Even though I gotta be sharp, I gotta keep up my game, brothers and sisters, because you will be tested. And maybe even your homeless, your local homeless man or woman or child. So that's the whole point. Being ready, being prepared. Not getting prepared, being prepared. Right? In anything. Being prepared. Not trying to get prepared, being prepared. Already on your game. You feel me? Enemy state of mind and body. Episode 112. If you haven't listened to my last podcast show, you should be ashamed of yourself. You need to tell your mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, everybody. Everybody. You need to be telling everybody, man, you need to listen to this brother's podcast show. You are the gem. The modern monk. You feel me? The modern monk. That's no bullshit. I usually tune to some of these elements that's been helping me or developing a mind, body, and soul in clarity. has been showing a good path, even though I feel that I have made some decisions, obviously. Look, I'm human. I'm only human. I make mistakes. You feel me? No perfection, but I'm working on perfection, right? Marcus Aurelius, 365 meditations. Meditation within yourself, the superior man, becoming the superior man, being the man, being the energy that you truly should become, right? Even though it's no limit, you don't know what you have because you haven't tested the boundaries, you haven't stepped up the game, like the games. 152, solid. Gained about 5 pounds of muscle. Yep. PRs on pretty much everything right now. So, crazy gains too. Muscle gain. So, I'm just taking a breather, my brothers and sisters, like we usually need to. Opt out a little bit. Just opt out of the system a little bit. See how you can go back, challenge yourself and just go back to your daydreaming state. Because your daydreaming, all daydreaming is meditation. It's a form of meditation. So go back to your daydreaming. I had some associates laughing today because I told them, I said, well, you know, I'm older than them. So obviously, I'm like, well, you have to get back into a mindset where, you know, when you was younger, you tumbled, right? So you did flips and all that, cartwheels and all that stuff. I said, that's the point of being in that freedom or that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Where you feel that you're not limited to anything. You know what I'm saying? But what you have created in your limits, if that's how you feel. At one time, this is no bullshit. At one time, I really thought I could be better than Michael Jordan. That was my state of mind of concentration, right? Especially in a particular mode. Not saying I was Michael Jordan, but his ability, right? His ability, his energy, his focus. You know, we might not agree with Michael Jackson's lifestyle, this, that, and the third, but what he has is that leadership type mentality where it's implemented wherever he goes. And he's been proven that, right? So that's the same consciousness I'm talking about. Getting into understanding of taking more possession, taking more energy, taking that enemy and like crushing him. He doesn't exist. They talk about the haters. I love the haters. Come on. I want you. Because the more haters, the better. Because then, the truth is always in the pudding, right? The truth always shows. It end up showing. We knew something like this particular issue, the vaccine and all this other stuff, the pandemic, it's the greatest invention of all. Let's create it. Let's develop the scene. They Live, people. Go watch They Live. All the stories are there. All the dots are there. Enemy State of Mind. And you know, Enemy of the State was a remake. That was a remake movie. That's what I'm saying. People, man, I don't know why. It's like these rappers. People always talking about these different rappers that come out, you know, like Kevin Gates and all of them. You know, all Kevin Gates is, he's Cash Money. To me, that's what it sounds like to me, that particular expression. Not putting them down or anything, but that's basically where, when you're talking like music roots, where this sound come from. UGK, that's, to me, I would say UGK had that was my discovery of UGK. I was thinking, now that's down south. You feel me? That's representing what, truly the sound and everything. Pimp C, man, them brothers was killing it. The sound, they had that sound. They had that hip hop sound, kind of like MJG and MJ. I can't even say the brother's name. And 8 Ball. They had the sound, the Suave House. They had that sound. And that's the same thing. It's kind of interesting, like I said, how people don't look at the history. Look at the history. Read on the history. Go back on the history so you can start pointing dots. Then you can start navigating the right waters where you need to be. Like I said, I made some choices, but it's a reality check for me. I'm taking the time to opt out of this motherfucker. It's time. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the days. Welcome to the jungle. And we in the jungle. We've been in the jungle for a while. All I know, the really eye-opener, the aha moment was the 9/11. That was the eye-opener. 2000. That woke motherfuckers up. Well, I know for me, consciously, I was just arising. But we pick our circumstances. I think we pick our circumstances. We pick our battles, right? We pick our battles. Like, is that the Buddhists? I think that's the Buddhists, one of their philosophies. You feel me? And it makes sense, especially from that Asian culture. That makes sense. When you listen to the old ways, the Confucius, the Kung Fu, and the beast on the Sufi. Y'all not with me. But it's interesting, even reading or understanding these dialogues, because all the dialogues are really the same. See, that's why repetitions, perfect repetitions, work in perfect ways or perfect circumstances, right? But how many times is perfect circumstances? Y'all not with me. How like this brother's a genius. Yeah, that's why it's a genius. Foreign and domestic. The tranquility of the agility of what we're dealing with within this society or this culture, right? I told y'all, it's not the government, it's the people around you. They're the police. They're the police because they're policing themselves, right? To an extent. No, you need to go get a vaccine shot. No, you don't need to get a vaccine shot. What about our homeless? We don't care about them. We see them daily. Oh, because we're driving in cars, we don't really get that experience. What are they on? They're hollering at themselves and carrying on and screaming and seeing people and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, substance abuse. Have y'all heard of that one? Yes, substance abuse. We've been doing it for the last 40 years. Pop a pill. Yeah, give me a Avin. Give me a Flexerol. Give me one of them uppity ones. Yeah, one of them uppity ones. Yeah, the ones you can't pronounce. Xanax and all these other crazy shit. Tapipinar. They be having some weird shit. Then you be wondering, this is how you going up to the doctor. Hey, doc, how you doing? Whatever you gave me, I think tongue now. And my hand's all messed. See my hand? It wasn't doing this before. That's the thing. That's the messed up situation. Shout out to my uncle out there. Uncle Nate. Uncle Nate, yeah. That brother's birthday today. He 80? I think he turned 80 this year. Yeah, I think he said he turned 80 this year. 80. So shout out to you, brother. Okay, and shout out to some of the family members that came on board up in here, just kind of tuning in to a brother. Like I said, this is episode 112 at your real live here, recording Instagram as well as live podcasting. But at the same time, just want to step the mind up a little bit, ask some questions for myself, because that's basically what I'm doing here. Just asking questions to myself. What certain situations are looking pretty scarcity out here, especially on the island of Honolulu. And, you know, and it's only 2 ways to go. I mean, but I think I'm going to make an alternative, and that's going to be fly away. So, we coming into a mind of understanding, like I said, we have given this government too much power, people. We have given our servants too much power. Therefore, they're abusing, and how do you have servants multi-millionaires? Y'all ever heard of that? Maybe they're just in a higher class, kind of like our paid athletes. Now they did it to the. I can now watch. We gonna see so many egos blowing up in college. The college arena is gonna be crazy now, because it ain't gonna be no drive no more. It's gonna be all a slap in the face, because we're driven. We're egotistically driven, right? So just think, now they're paid. These are college kids. They're paid. So what, are they going to still have the drive? You kind of see what I'm saying? People, we got to understand, it does go 2 ways. Certain things, it does, I think when you're abusing certain things, certain measures, we tend to, it's kind of like, to me, it's like, why have a championship event every year instead of doing it like the Olympics? Then you can kind of see what, you can actually see the measures of what these athletes can become, or whatever the case may be, or the growth. Or bring that same energy to the to the academics. You see what I'm saying? Bring it to the academics, where people are actually learning to think for themselves, learning to become, if you want to idolize them like Elon Musk, or, coming up with, even though he haven't invented anything, he's just been taking technology, putting money into this certain technology. You see what I'm saying? He hasn't invented shit. Kind of like Jeff Bezos. You kind of see, that's what I'm saying. People, we got to start taking what is ours. And what I mean by taking what is ours, taking what you personally have. You have the ability to do truly what you truly want to do. Not waste time being in another institution, learning what they want you to learn. Kind of like with the situation with Rockefeller's Foundation. They was supporting natural alternatives, and they shut that shit down. They was like, nah, you're going to have to support this, or you no longer. But all the curriculums is what they taught you in the school that they wanted you to learn. See what I'm saying? That's why it's bullshit even in the marketing game. I went to school for marketing. All the shit is repetitive, and none of it, when you look across the board, everybody's creating something different that actually creates money for them. You see what I'm saying? It's successful for them, not for everybody else. You got your players who gonna play in the beginning. Oh, I got in here when it was this level or whatever. But overall, think about it. When you think about it like that, that's how it happens. Because they're trying so much. Look at your ads. All your ads is so-called created or developed for your interest. Oh, drink mud. Or here's a new exercise tool that you see what I'm saying? Because they see the algorithms, or they seeing what I'm actually tuning into on the Instagram. All of them. They know what we're doing. They recording us 24/7, 7 days a week, and we do it ourselves. Even with these platforms, I do it. But I don't have a problem with it. But at the same time, I do understand privacy. And I respect privacy. And if you want to make a decision to go get shot up, so be it. This is the thing. I just don't want to hear you complaining when fucking shit is happening. All of a sudden legs are dropping off and fucking arms dropping off. So what have you been taking in the Oh, so we had this vaccine shot and come to find out it had arsenic in it. Something that's been... Something that your body can't even process. Can't even get out of your body. That's the thing. And let's put this on the record. You know, a virus, it has another name too. You know what it is? It's called cancer. You feel me? The virus has another name. It's called cancer, and cancer has another name. It's called virus. Venus. It all comes the same. All the same shit. Etymology. Go look at the etymology. The roots. Especially to words and letters and all these conjectures and genjecturies and GGs and all that other stuff. Y'all not with foreign and domestic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of America. Patriots. They got our whole military. Look, they got our whole military vaccinated. And you think they gonna be helping us? They gonna be like, hell no, we trying to kill y'all. We got some guillotines for you. And we gonna take y'all back to the 1800s. Before that, then that Napoleon Bonaparte, them early 1800s. I'm telling you, we're not ready. We'd rather be kicking back, watching some fucking Netflix or Amazon or Disney Plus. Caught up in that, and we got the whole Red Dawn going on outside of our house. We in that bubble like The Simpsons. In the movie, The Simpson movie, how ironic was that? Up in Alaska, in the bubble. Episode number 112, Enemy State of Mind and Body. Fear. That's the point of this. We got to get out of that fear mentality. Fear in everything. Instead of understanding, taking a grasp of your future. Taking a grasp of your now, of your present, and of your past. See, the past creates the future, right? And the future creates your past. Therefore, the result is the same, what you allow it to be the same. You kind of see what I'm saying? Your interpretation. I may look at it in a different context, but that's the beauty of writing it down, too. Your journey. The steps. Now, I would think if we had some type of God being, or that would be idea, but you would think they would be, that God idea or concept would be like protecting you. Like we always talking, you got an angel that's protecting you. You know what? You are that angel. You are that God. You are that goddess. You just have to take possession, take control of your mental positiveness within you, and within you. Because that's where the power lies. He-Man, he told you. I have the power. That brother blow up and that brother get super strong. I have the power. He had put the power in him, and you see how he had the globe. You know they was on some deep shit when they created that series. Y'all not feeling me. Enemy state of mind and body. We caught up in these so-called gender movements. See, they keep us occupied. They keep us caught up in some, Black Lives Matter and all these other crappy, oh yeah, she's the first president. Okay, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Period. Hands down. They ain't doing shit for you. Obama, none of these motherfuckers ain't did shit for nobody. Made a few billionaires as they went through. That's probably about it. They made other people billionaires. The people they owed. That's how they paying their debt. All that money they rallying up. We give them millions of dollars. I remember seeing one of the debates. They was like, well, they got to make 10 million. I was like, what? Are you serious? All that money they done raked up in there? Just running. People, just running is millions of dollars. You talking about advertisement all over the planet. And these are the people you putting in the office. You're hiring them in your office, and then you're complaining about the shit they doing. Shout out to Florida, the governor, and all them cats out there. Much respect. That's where I should be right now, out in Florida. Enemy state of mind and body. Look, we at You Are the Gym Body has been taking the body to another level. When you have young people coming to you and asking you, how old are you, right? You got, on a positive, you may be older and, get down, superior, you know how you doing. Then, yeah, I like him on the team. Oh, he has a mission. And, most work environments don't see that. You know that? Most work environments don't see that. You might have every once in a while some young whippersnapper come around there doing some things, but not older. It's rare. Let me throw that out. It's rare. That can get down, and then you seeing him at the park, and he's doing 80 pull-ups, 100,000 push-ups. 50 million sit-ups. Yeah, 50 million sit-ups. That's what I think they counted before you can have abs like Jeff Cavalier. You have to do 50 million pull-ups. 50 million sit-ups to get abs like Jeff Cavalier. That was the average. Statistics didn't say that. See, it's called a method called high-intensity interval training. I think that hands down, when you want to lose weight, that would be the way to go. Or some Tabata or whatever they call that crap. It's kind of similar. It's pretty similar to that. You're on and off. In other words, you're on and off. You're on and off. But you're working in very intense, high intervals. You might do 2-minute push-ups. Just do 2 minutes. Knock it out. Bah, 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 bah. Get up, run in place. After 2 minutes, get up, run in place. 2 minutes. See what I'm saying? Do something like that. Utilize that. You drop that fat off with no problem. And I'm talking full body. Full body. You can't focus on one particular area in body, spot checking, I guess they would call that, spot checking. You don't have that ability with your body. It's most the overall. But see, that's the key thing of getting that body fat around your waist way down. Because that's where your health is. That's where the gut health, the mind, right? The mind, the gut. Oh, I got a gut feeling. I got a gut feeling. I got a gut. I got, and people hit you in the gut, you just, oh. You get that, ooh, I got that gut feeling. I got that gut feeling. I'm about to hit that million. You feel me? I'm about to hit that million. Well, a million probably wouldn't do you no good. Now, maybe I would say a good 100 million would be fair. That's when you be alright over here in these parts up here in the American side of North America. Oh, well, I'm not considered that far. I'm actually down a little ways here in Honolulu. I'm on an island somewhere in the middle of the Pacific. Maybe. It might be right down the street from Alaska. We don't even know. Because we've been feed some fucked up map that's telling us this is what the island look like. Yeah, we flew around the shit. This is what it looks like outer space. Come on, people. You know they're not even going outer space. It's all a game. It's probably a little game out there in Arizona and Nevada. They got a simulator system set up for you. We're flying right out of Florida and we just ship them right over to yonder, over to Nevada. And they think they're in space, but they're just in a simulator. Like what we're in right now, in a simulator. I got you guys in a simulator right now, and you're viewing this. It's a simulator. Ralphie! Daddy's gonna beat up Ralphie! Mm-hmm. Enemy state of mind and body. So, why would you want to be responsible, accountable, face your problems, and be secured within your money, your relationship, your mindset, your children, your significant other, so be, whatever, your mom, dad, however. Getting your life back on track, enjoying the family vacations like the Hendersons. You don't see too many of those movies coming around anymore, huh? All these zombalistic, crazy shit. Always some shooter, killer game. Shooter, winner, whatever, however you want to analyze it. Then we're dealing with all the substance abuse. Hollywood is good. I don't know if y'all been peeping that, but Hollywood got us so locked up in these illusions. And we really believe these actors. We really believe these celebrities. How's that? Y'all, all y'all Bible and all that shit, y'all be talking about idol worship. And y'all idol worshiping like a motherfucker. Huge. It's just amazing what I hear people, they can say all this shit about like LeBron James, and I'm thinking to myself, how are you so involved in his life and you gotta live your own life? Why are you not building your life? Building equality. And you don't have to be a fucking basketball player or no fucking football player. You can be any other thing. Be an engineer. Create something. Develop something. Invent shit. There's so many opportunities out here. You got a fucking library of millions and millions of ideas sitting right down the street from you that you don't even go to. And if you do go to it, you looking at the fucking computers instead of getting in them books. Even just browsing the shit will spark ideas. I do that all the time. I'm looking at titles. How you think I be getting all these good titles for my books and stuff? I'm an avid reader. I'm an avid learner. You should be too. Then you can see all this vaccination, all this shit is not good for you. Anything they're offering is not good for you. They put the stimulus people, all that is fucking more debt. Then you're going to be wondering why the house markets keep going up. Well, my house don't cost that much. I paid this much and the value I'm getting back is the same shit. It's just a higher number. That's all it is. And it ain't going to be no value to it when you do get the shit back. Your money. If you claiming it as money. Because you know what? And I've been saying this for years. You are the currency. You are the energy. So when you stop, shit stops. We got to stop supporting these big ass businesses, these big ass banks. That's why I'm a big advocate of private. I want to be on, usually private banks that are, I wouldn't even say private banks, but the smaller market banks that's more local. You see what I'm saying? At least I think the money or the funds are actually helping the economy in my local neighborhood. You feel me? Instead of this Citibank, the Bank of America, all these big conglomerates that's really been just people. They've been destroying your neighborhood. They literally been destroying your neighborhood. All across America are slums like a motherfucker. Tent cities like a motherfucker. And I thought it was bad back in 2011. I remember going through California. I went through LA. I was like, look at all these homeless people. The most I seen, hands down now, Honolulu got them. They can't even compete. That's how bad it is out here. And if they got knocked down one area, them motherfuckers be up in another area. 2.6 seconds. Kind of like them cartoons been showing recently. Fast motion. What they used to say back in the day, do you? Do you? Do you believe in me? Well, like I said at the beginning of all my shows, do your own due diligence. Do your research. Because everything is out there. That's what I'm saying. It's out there. But at the same time, make a wise decision. As the brother said, accurate knowledge. Getting accurate knowledge. Getting accurate education. Where you can apply it. That's another thing. You need to find an avenue where you can apply that learned knowledge. That learned accurate knowledge, right? This is one of my avenues. I write books. I write articles. I'm doing blogging, but I haven't blogged in a while. But I do got blogging info coming your way. It's coming your way. They said the future is in your hands. You know what I'm saying? They said the future's in your hands. They even said it twice. The future is in your hands. You know what's funny too? How you have other people who really can affect, like, for example, here's a good example. I had a guy today. He was so amped about this product where he was like, well, I don't buy nowhere else. I'm just, older gentleman, don't take me wrong. You could tell he's kind of old school. Asian brother. And it was like, I guess this product just proved to be the best Because how he was just, is that the product? He's seen the product come over. He's like, that, no, sir, that's not the product. That's something else. Can you check out another store? Boom. Come to find out it was seasonal product. He was already cuckoo. But the energy, what I'm saying is the energy is so, the frequency was so low, whereas it was more hostile. It was a problem. He was having a problem. He's trying to express it to me, but he's expressing it in a viewpoint where it's like, what? You want me to go to the store and get, go to the place, the manufacturer, and get the product for you? Sir, we don't have it here. It's no longer available. But, and I get it. I mean, like I said, we're in a world where we're creating, there's so many of us, kind of like our atoms, kind of like our cells, right? Like the stem cells that intertwine, creating within whatever they need to be to fit whatever that muscle or ankle, restructure, put it back together, however you want to look at it. Understand the pattern, right? Because that's what we're talking about, the enemy state of mind. It's a pattern. So we must waken or wake up or look up. Ask the questions. Start asking questions, please. Stop just falling for the okie doke. Damn, I wish, man, I'm telling you. I wish. If Malcolm X was here, what he'd be saying. If Marcus Garvey was here, what he'd be saying. Even like Martin Luther King. I mentioned that on the last one. But it's definitely some serious issues. We definitely got some serious issues. I think we need to start taking more ownership, though. We need to start doctoring ourselves. Stop allowing this status quo to doctor us. Brothers are having more problems than any time. Oh yeah, he's living for a long time, but he can't talk, he can't walk, he can't do shit. What kind of lifestyle is that? I don't want to live like that. And I don't want to see people living like that, especially my loved ones. That's sad. It's really sad. Especially when you haven't taken ownership and you have the opportunities. That's the crazy thing. You have the opportunities. The opportunities are daily. It's about where you want to pay your price. Because you know you can't get your time back. You know that, right? You can get your money game up, but you can't get your time back. That's going to be my next song. You can get your money back, but you can't get your time back. R. Kelly, go ahead and sing it for me. I know he probably out already, huh? Over there at Chicago High School. R. Kelly. Still the coldest writer. He's still the coldest writer. I don't care what anybody say about that. That brother's a writer. He can write and he can sing. Because y'all got to tell the truth. That little video series he put together, in the closet, that was hot. Trust me. And that's when everybody got inspired. They tried to... That was like a Thriller right there. Like Michael Jackson Thriller right there. For real. For real, y'all, for real. Mm-hmm. Look, forget my eating, but enemy of the state of mind. I want to conclude there. Just waking your mind. Waking your mind, step your game up. Stop joking. There's no time to be joking. There's no time to be playing around. I would even advise this. Look into other alternative, like learning options, instead of going through the traditional schooling, boom, 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 like that. There's so many programs out there that give you better experiences and real life experiences with people. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as the schooling situation, because that schooling environment is, they want to control every aspect. That's what I'm saying. They're going to get every aspect of the whole society, of what the society they want to create, this so-called utopia. But that's not no utopia. That's slavery. That's true slavery. They want to take it back to the old slave. It ain't going to be, well, it will be as brutal because it's a mental. Kind of like they've been doing to all my brothers in jail right now. Y'all not feeling me on that. But we ain't gonna, no further delay. We're gonna get deep into the creek now. You're at You Are the Gym podcast show with your host and most, Haru the Modern Monk. Back at it again, 112th episode. Tune in to 113. As well as, if you haven't listened to my last show, 111, about the vaccine and the vaccinations, go check that out. Because as a sister, y'all definitely got to be, she's up in age now, but she was rocking. She hit some true points, what she was saying. Sanitation, environment, and education. Literally, to think about. Because we've been coming to society that's, man, look at all this trash. I mean, there's so many things. But until next time, y'all know who this is. Like the brother said, y'all know who this is. What you be saying? I think that's Chris Jones. Y'all know who this be. We out of here. Much love to y'all. Peace and peace.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.